Hey guys, just figured I'd give you a run through of my Night of the Dead normal mode this time. I'm coming up on the wave 16 in about 3 hours here. Figured I'd give you a quick tour of my place. Let me go outside first, show you where I am. This is the Redwood Shelter. I got the main town is over that way. This is the Redwood Shelter. Map is right here, so it's right here. This is the main town. That's where I am. The factory is over this way, I believe it is. Somewhere out here is the hangar and prison or whatever. I haven't been out there. Mostly just been kind of hanging around here. Um, and this place is great because these walls, at least at this point in time, I don't know if they're going to remain so throughout the development of the application, but right now these walls are indestructible because they were here when I moved in, as well as these gates right here. So the zombies have to funnel in through here. Now they funnel in through here. I've got these metal half walls here. And the zombies don't climb over the half walls, unless, of course, they're, like knocked up on top of something and then they fall over. But I've got these shredders here set up. Everything I've got, let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Pardon me, is it 10 or is it 11 or 12? I can't tell, I think it's 10. Wind turbines up there. I've also got a fuel generator, kind of, you can see the hump of it right between those two, the second and third set of generators. So all of that is powering all of my traps. All of my traps except for the back end of my maze is powered. So coming through here, you got some spikes there to kind of deter them from going through this gap right here, which is wider than the others. This right here they could go through, but they're going to take a lot of damage. This thing right here, this is one of the things that annoys me about the game. I mean, one of the things that's cool is that those walls are indestructible, so the giants even can't destroy them. However, you also can't take these things out, so this is just there. There's nothing you can do about it, as well as that vehicle right there, but I just went ahead and used it. Got my mini chain guns up there, waiting for chain gun turrets, rather. Waiting for the giants to come across. The giants will have to come to this gate because they can't get in otherwise. And when they come to this gate, hopefully those guns will have the range to start shooting at them and eviscerate them. I've got some electricity stuff up top, which I'll explain later, kind of controlling all this. But here's the shredders, so they have to come through here. And I've got 4 shredders wide so that they don't kind of bottleneck. Bottlenecking zombies is bad, especially when you get into the big, heavy zombies. So they come through here, they get shredded, they get hurt. Ouch, everything hurts. If any of the heavy zombies or giant zombies come through, the flamethrower here gives them a little bit of something to think about. And it should hold them up pretty good. The flamethrower does a really good job at kind of, it interrupts the zombies, so they wind up spending a lot of time looking like they're hiccuping. So the flamethrower is good. It'll slow them down through this, make the shredders do a lot more damage. So by the time they get even out to here, they should be pretty good and toasted. They come up here. This is the main entrance to the maze. Got some spikes here to deter them from just running straight through. Got a couple of floor spikes and a couple more floor spikes. A couple of cutters right here. And then here's the pendulums. The pendulums will knock them back if they get through here. Some of the heavy zombies, they don't get knocked back too much, but they'll get hurt. They'll come through here, and then they get to here with more floor spikes and what is this thing called? I don't remember what this thing's called. Compressor. Okay, the compressor. Lots of damage here. I don't have any guillotine traps right now. I'm thinking about putting one right here. And then right here, because the guillotine traps do a lot of damage. So do these compressors. But anyway, so they come through the compressor. Another pendulum to kind of knock them around a little bit. If they get through the pendulum, we got a pusher here. Pusher will knock them off, maybe. If it doesn't knock them off, then they come around here. They got to come around the spike. They come over here, another compressor and floor spikes. And then they get to here. Now here, they face another spike there, but then they got the pusher pushing them off over here again, maybe. Also, that spike launcher down there with upgraded ballista bolts will start launching upgraded ballistas at them. So if they survive to get around this corner and to this point, the pusher may push them off, it may not. If it doesn't, we got compressor, floor spikes, compressor, floor spikes. And all of that, everything from here back through the maze is electricity, or electrically controlled. Starting here is where they're not electrically controlled, except for this trapdoor right here. So if the zombies get past these compressors and these spike traps, they'll get to the trapdoor, and the trapdoor opens up, and then they fall down. If they manage to get across while still taking fire, and getting around there and get across this trapdoor somehow, then they've got another compressor and spike trap, and they've still got this to deal with. Now from this point on, they're pretty much free and clear. They just run here, boom, 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 everything's cool, and then boom, they got another trapdoor. Now this spike launcher is electrically controlled, so if I grab my wire connector here, you can see that it has something coming in and something going out. So the something going out is going to a relay over here, right here, and that relay is going to the flamethrower over there. Now, if zombies get over to this point and they don't fall into the trap, then I basically just jump off and run them around, and then I jump back up on the maze. And you know, unless I think I can kill them myself. But if they've got this far, they're badass. I don't want to mess with them. So anyway, how all this stuff is controlled? We've got the wind turbines up here. So we got 2, 5. Oh, I have 11. Okay, so that's wrong. Got all these wind turbines, got the fuel generator right here. So the fuel generator, if you put fuel in it, it just starts working. There's no on-off switch for it. It's just going. Grab some food there. So fuel generator is basically kind of a backup to one of my batteries. So I've basically got 2 inputs to that battery, but that's the battery controlling the. Well, we'll get to that later. So anyway, all these guys go to the batteries down here. These green lights right here tell you that the battery is fully charged. And these are upgraded batteries too. These are not the standard batteries. The standard batteries hold 500 power. I think these hold 25,000, I want to say. Something around those lines. But anyway, blue lights tell you how many inputs you have. I have 3 wind turbines on this battery. I have 3 wind turbines on this battery. I have 3 wind turbines on this battery plus the fuel generator, because this is my my main battery. This battery is powering all of the front end traps there, plus all those shredders. And then I might add more traps as we go along, and that will probably be the battery controlling those. This trap controller right here is set up for heavy zombies and giant zombies. It's turned off right now, so it's not using any power. But it is controlling the spike launcher. So the spike launcher will only shoot at heavy and giant zombies, and the flamethrower will only shoot at giant and heavy zombies as well. So if I don't have this on, they won't do anything at all. So I won't waste any fuel, I won't waste any spikes or any of that kind of stuff. If I do turn it on, then they'll just target the heavy zombies and the giant zombies. So that's all good stuff. This battery right here only has 2 wind turbines to it, and it's controlling this trap controller. And this trap controller is only going after giant zombies, and it is connected through a relay down on that van there up to the miniguns. And that's all that this controls right now, is those 2 miniguns. And those miniguns will basically take out a giant pretty quickly. I've got a lot of ammo on them, so if I get 2 giants, well, they'll last a little bit longer obviously, but they'll still probably get taken out pretty easy. Got 509 in this one, 508 in that one, so they're pretty well loaded. Now, and then, like I said, that the other one over there for the heavy and giant zombies controls the spike launcher there as well, or the ballista if you want to call it a ballista. I mean, that's what it is really. All these, the two batteries that aren't controlling are going to the trap controllers. They're going to these switches right here. Now these switches, this switch right here, the one that's highlighted, that controls the front end traps. So the shredder, and it's an upgraded switch, so it can handle all the power needed for the shredders and all of these front end traps here. This other switch is not upgraded. I don't have the materials for it yet, but it controls all the back end traps. And eventually I will get a little bit more. I'll upgrade the switch, and then I'll actually make this electric, and I'll make all these other back-end traps here electric, right here. So the electricity ends here. This is the line. So basically, got 5 traps left to make electric. But I mean, as of yet, these traps haven't been really touched. The only thing that's actually set off these traps is zombies doing stuff, like on the ground. Like if they get knocked off and they run around over here, sometimes they'll trigger the trap. It doesn't happen very often, but I mean, as you can see, this is 99 of 100 count right there, and this one is 24 of 25. So something triggered both of those traps. And likewise, this trap and this trap have been triggered a few times. Zombies may have actually gotten to this one. There are some really beefy, heavy zombies. Some of them they don't get interrupted by anything. They just keep running through the maze. They actually wind up getting pushed forward by the pendulum because of timing. And then they wind up actually accelerating through the maze. So by the time they get around to here, they just come around and they get hit and they get hit and they get hit, and then finally they die. But I have yet to have anything come around here. This has been triggered, this trapdoor, because sometimes if a zombie comes around here and it comes underneath here, sometimes it'll trigger the trapdoor if it's tall enough. But that's pretty much the setup. Got little semicircle half walls here. This is kind of I'm planning on eventually expanding to another maze over here, just kind of a secondary maze in case something happens with that one. But this is my house. So this is Redwood Shelter, as you can see there. Come in here, and my house is right here. And actually, I'm going to put that away, and I'm going to put. Okay, where? All right, I'm putting that away, and put some things away here. So, looks like the wave has started, so I'm running a little late now. Okay, so that's all good stuff. Got a little bit of time before they get to me. I've got my MR16 and my flamethrower that I'll use. Got plenty of fuel right now, I think. I'm gonna go turn on my traps, close that door. Okay, so let's turn those on. Turn those on. Actually, yeah, keep those on. And then this one, turn it on. Over here. And turn that on, because the giant zombies should be coming. I believe they come starting on day 10. I believe they come every even day. And well, that's been true for day 10, 12, and 14. So I'm thinking that the giant zombies will be here today as well. So I can see by the blue lights on everything that everything is up and running and powered. My batteries are still doing fine. So not too much of a drain with everything being on. Oh, and here we have our first guests. Over here. Okay, gonna grab. Okay. See them? That means they're getting torched and shredded over there. At some point in time, I want to put another flamethrower up as well on the other side of that wall. Devil dogs, or whatever those things are called. 2 of them. I've also got armor modifications on the traps over there. So, hopefully, actually, hold on a second. I need to go into the settings a little bit here, and I need to turn down the master volume because that gets a little hectic. Alright, there we go. That's a little bit better. So I have armor modifications on each of those shredder traps, so they should be able to take the damage from the zombies coming through them. Except that I don't want guys like that beating on stuff. Alright, he's done. And I've got my specs set up where I do extra range damage and I have extra reload speed, so I shoot the crossbow pretty fast. I mean, it's basically bow speed at this point. Okay. Oh, is somebody else going through? Oh, there's somebody right there. Here. Hello. Way! I've got evasion too. Can't evade fire though, so I'm gonna have to kill that guy. Oh! That little spear that he throws at you grabs you like a scorpion. Get over here! Alright, dude, leave me alone. Alright, that guy's dead. Good. Right, take all my arrows and throw. Hey! Alright, I missed any arrows? Yes, I did. Or bolts, rather. Alright, gotta get out of here before some elites or something like that come out. But this is how it works. I mean, the zombies come in, they check in, and they don't check out. I do need to check, make sure that that's, oh yeah, that's got plenty. There we go. Alright, come over here where we can get a little bit of closer take on the action here. Oh, I don't want to be that close. Ow. Most of them should die before they get to me. If they don't die before they get past this spike, then I'm going to get pendulum, so I'll have to move. Standing in your own traps is usually not a good idea, but I kind of like to get close to the action, so a lot of times I'll stand up here. I can't stand on that, because if I stand on that, they don't recognize a path to me, and so they'll start beating on stuff. I haven't seen the giant zombie yet. Usually I hear him pounding on the walls by now. Maybe hour 2. This hour 2 is usually when you get your big wave. Okay, he died. Now the zombies in this game, they're, I don't know, they're stupid like zombies in just about any game, really. In this game, they seem to be triggered more on visual than on, you know, anything else. They can get triggered on audio clues if you're like right next to them or something like that, but I've been like right next to zombies sometimes, and they didn't even react to me. I mean, oh, there's the giant zombie. Oh, he's over on that side. You can kind of see his head moving. Fog. Yeah, I'm gonna shut those off for now because I don't know if they're hitting him. I'm gonna wait for him. Yeah, there he is right there. Now, if I switch to my MR16, these walls seem to confuse the giants to a point. Because now he's not confused. Now he's just coming around. I think he wants me now. So I might have something to do with the miniguns pretty soon. Oh, and these things, you always got to watch these because sometimes they get out of repair and you have to repair them. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go, guys. Uh-oh. Come on, guys. Oh, is he? Oh, okay. They don't have an angle on him, so I have to reposition those. This is my first. Oh, I think he's dead. This is my first horde with those two, with the miniguns in that position. I used to have them over on that wall over there. But what wound up happening? Everything's happening over there. The finish line. What wound up happening was that I had them a little bit too close to the wall, so the giants would get up close to the wall, and they started taking out my walkways over there. So I just ditched all the walkways over there and put the miniguns over here. But I think I need to lower them a little bit, wait for the giant to come through the gate, and then just have the miniguns go after him. My thinking with putting them up there was that the giants, you know, they could maybe shoot the giants over the wall, but and maybe they did do some damage because that guy went down pretty quick once the flamethrower started getting to him. Speaking of flamethrowers, I do have a flamethrower as well. But I find that I don't have to use it very often. Because the flamethrower over there, oh, that guy almost flew. Flamethrower over there does the job for me. Okay. And most of the time, you want to let the traps do the damage for you, unless somebody's beating on something. If somebody's beating on something, then you have to kind of help them along. I think those guys are just writhing in agony. Oh, that's what happens when you don't react quick enough and that guy grabs you with his scorpion skill. Oh, and of course my own flamethrower got me. Alright, let's wait for the spire to go out. And then we're good. Yeah, those guys right there. Whoa, hey! Those guys right there with the axe and stuff, they're the dangerous ones. These guys right here, the ones with the tree trunks, they will throw those tree trunks at your traps and at you, and you know, they can do a lot of damage. Just help him down there. And I think this is the hour 2 horde. Get some of my bolts back here. That guy's dead. Alright. That right there, I think, should just about do it. I can still hear the music, but it's past hour 2, so I'm pretty sure that was the hour 2 horde. Maybe we just got like an outlier or something somewhere. Look at all these bags in here. That's just a lot of zombie death right there. Alright. Ah, okay. Oh, okay, nope, that's the hour 2 horde right there. Oop, okay. Run away! Wow, I'm used to them getting there just as the hour 2 hits, not like well into the second hour. Okay, that guy made a mistake. else is beating on stuff? Yep, that guy. Oh! Wait, don't hit me. That flamethrower is devastating. Let's see how far these guys get. Now, they've actually been damaged quite a bit. Ooh, that guy got taken out. That guy's doing pretty well, actually. Except for now he's... Oh, he's dead now. I was hoping to see somebody come around so we could see him get shot with a spike launcher. But since I added the additional shredders over there, that doesn't seem to be happening. Some of them just, like that guy. Right, come on, there you go. And that is probably that. Oh. So that there's somebody probably under the gate here. Yep, there's somebody. Oh, two somebodies. Gotta get away from those dogs when you kill them because they blow up. Come on, dude. Go down. Go gently into that good night. Whatever you do, do not trigger that flamethrower in front of me. Jeez, he's a tough one. Finally. Alright, and the music is done. And that is the day 16, or wave 16 horde. Oh, nice moon. And that's what the traps do. Let's go see what the batteries are at now. With the amount of power that I have generating power for them. Oh, it looks like all of them except for the main battery, the main trap battery, were fine. And the main trap battery, of course, is the one that powers those shredders over there and all these front-loaded traps. So it's going to be the one that gets taken down faster. If I started seeing those not working, then I could go up here, throw some fuel in the fuel generator, and it could actually power all of those traps. So they would work just fine after that point. But now we just come over here, we deactivate the traps. Turn that off. Turn that off. And we're all good to have a restful morning, I guess, since it's 3 o'clock in the morning. But that's it. That's Night of the Dead. Thanks for joining, guys.